cream. Okay. Yeah. Yes. We are live on the interwebs. AOL.com. We're out here on our dial-up, asking people the most important question ever, ASL. If you don't know what that means, it's age, sex, location. All the we need. What's good, guys? Another episode of Life's a Joke. And we got Tracy Ellis Ross taking the place of Caridad Poli. And then me, SabrinaSith, taking the place of Sabrina Castro.
Hello.
I never wear shorts, and I'm wearing shorts today.
You never wear shorts? I feel like I've seen you in shorts.
I have like a thigh complex. I wear shorts in the house, but I left the house today with shorts.
You went outside?
Yeah, I went outside to get an Ethernet cable because the cats chewed through the one we had. That's a different question. I mean, that's a different story. But yeah, I don't wear. I'm not a short wearer because I'm very self-conscious about my thighs. But I'm just like, you know what? Fuck it.
Are you? Look, I have this crazy like varicose vein thing. You think you're self-conscious? Like literally, I have an old lady knee. Like there's veins just popping out of it everywhere. It's disgusting.
I don't like. You know what? You know what song my thighs make pretty much? You know the beginning of that DMX didn't. That's what my thighs look like as they jiggle towards you.
That's hot.
No.
I had to leave the house last week because I had to drive into work. And I feel like I forgot how to drive. Like all of a sudden I was going like really fast and I was like, oh my God. I feel like I'm learning how to drive for the first time. Like I thought I was gonna lose control of the car. It was so weird.
I felt like that the other day, and I've been going out not pretty often, but like often enough just to like I've been doing the grocery shopping while Tony just chills here and does whatever he has to do. And also I've just been volunteering, like I'll go, you know what I mean, for any little thing, like I'll do
something, anything, you want something, need something.
I'm like his son needed batteries and an Ethernet cable. We've been really needing Ethernet cables lately. And
it's so ancient.
And I was like, I'll go. I'll drop it off for him. Like I'll do it. Like I was just like, I guess it's funny because I love being at home. I love being at home, but I also really love the sun and the air hitting me. I don't like being out socially, but I like being out physically.
Yeah. Yeah, see, we have a backyard, so I'm so grateful for that because otherwise, yeah, I don't know how I would do it if I didn't have the option to just be outside in my own space.
I won't lie, I've been thinking about your backyard a lot.
If I look out the window and I see you back there, I'll bring you some ice water.
Yeah, you're gonna end up seeing me back there one day. One of the boys are gonna be like,
this is like prime time though to be rich and have a pool. Like this is not the time to be poor.
No, this is, or even like middle class. Like rich is in right now, y'all.
Yes, they are living quarantine in a mansion.
Right. Or even like, I wonder if people are like stuck at resorts. Because I wouldn't be mad if I was stuck at a resort.
No, because like you can't, like if you live in a community with a pool, you can't go to the pool. Like the pool's closed because
yeah.
the community would be there.
I just want
to have your own private stuff.
I just want to lay out and soak up the sun. This is the palest I've ever been in my life. I don't like
Me too.
I don't like it.
Keon's been doing all the grocery shopping though.
Has he?
Yeah, I mean that's kind of normal too. Is that weird that he does all of that?
Hmm. Yeah, I usually do. I'm always, well, I'm the one that's in the kitchen the most. I'm always
He's in the kitchen the most.
yeah. Keon's a cooker.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, he is.
But I also gotta work, so it's not like I just don't cook. It's just I have stuff that I need to do. That's why when he's not here, it's like, oh my god, I need like a live-in mommy helper.
Right, right. We so let me tell you what's been going on in this household as far as the man and I. We've been dealing with these cats, and I'm very patient. Like out of the both of us, I'm very patient, and I'm very like, okay, these cats are trash, and I'm understanding of that. No, they're trash. My expectations aren't high when I wake up in the morning. But I know him, he's over it. He's over these, but he loves them. Like we love these cats. But when they chewed the Ethernet cord and we couldn't connect the Xbox or the PS4 to the internet yesterday, I knew he was just like, all right, I'm gonna just go lay down.
Just defeated.
Yeah, so I felt so bad. So I tried to fix the Ethernet cable. I made like a fake, like a makeshift soldering situation. I was like trying to fix things. It worked.
You're like electrician now?
I was an electrician. I'm one of those people that I never say I can't do. If something's broken, I guess it's because my father, he was always kind of like cheap. And it has to be broken to the point that we ourselves can't repair it. You know what I mean? In order for us to be like, oh, I'm done with this situation. I'm gonna throw it away and get a new one. So I looked at the Ethernet. And I was like, I think I can fix this, and I ended up fixing it successfully. But the thing is that the way it was connected, and the only way it would work is if you bend the wire a certain way, and they
Ugh.
hacked the wire. It didn't work anymore, and I was just like, you know what? Let's just get a new one. But I was proud of myself when it did work. I was like,
Yeah, like we have these Keon's the same way. Like he's just ready to throw stuff out. And I'm like, whoa, hold on. Let's do something here. Like they got these little electric motorcycles. One of them's charging, the other one we charge, but it's not working. I'm like, well, maybe you just need to change some wires around. Like there's no way that that thing it just doesn't work anymore. It's like,
yeah.
wow.
Especially now that we have the internet, we have YouTube, we can literally look up how to fix whatever.
But
And
just buy a piece.
yeah, exactly. If it's just like if it's like a $5 piece versus like the 85 whole thing, you know what I mean? I'm like, all right, $5 it is, and I'll figure it out.
Yes. Don't throw the baby out with the bathwater. He's the same way with the kids too. Like his fuse is a lot shorter. Like he's just not putting up with the mess. Or I'm just like, oh well, he's only 2, so what? He's not potty trained yet. He did poop in the toilet today, though.
So they're
Yes,
on their way.
I'm telling you,
They're on their way. Soon they're
good
gonna get
shit.
jobs. They're gonna move on without you guys.
I'm actually okay with that right now. I need some more space from them. I wish they would go out and get a job, but
I can imagine Keelan's ready. He's ready for that job. He seems like a responsible young man.
oh, absolutely. He's already ready. He's so excited. He wants to have a baby sister. He's trying to change Kendrick's diaper. He's already all over it.
This
Kendrick's
man,
like, don't touch me.
he's,
I got this.
he's a man.
He's a grown man. He even has leg hair. I saw he has leg hair the other day.
Oh my god.
I know. I feel so proud.
Does he get it from you?
Yes, I have hair from my mustache to my toes, so it is what it is.
That's what we do. It's what we got.
This is my contribution to the world.
So apparently, allegedly, California's supposedly going to open up a little bit, little by little, starting Friday.
Yeah.
How do you feel?
I can give you the deets on that. I just read it. Because there's certain restrictions. So like bookstores, flower shops, sporting goods stores, clothing stores, but like no malls or no seated dining for restaurants. And these places that are opening up still have to have like curbside pickup. So you're not moseying in and like
Right.
shopping and coughing on people.
Right. I mean, that's cool, I guess. It's right in time for Mother's Day. I guess they're smart because they know Mother's Day is such a money-making holiday. They're like, open it back up.
That's exact. I mean, I didn't even think about that because looking at it now, it's like, yeah, okay, bookstore, flowers, clothes, sporting good items, mom's wish list.
Yeah, even the sporting's good. The sporting goods.
I have no expectations for Mother's Day though. Like, I really don't care. Is it supposed to be like, do you feel like it was a really big deal for you, your mom growing up?
I mean, it was cool when I used to make stuff at school. That was.
Forced.
I remember one of my favorite gifts, and I think she might still have it. I don't know. I was like, I don't know how old. I was probably like 8, and then I had a high top Chuck Taylors. I had high top Chuck Taylors, and I brought them to school, and I paper mache them, and I made it into a flowering pot, and then I painted it and put dirt in it, and like put like a seed, and the seed never grew. But yeah, I made my
That's really dope. I would definitely keep that.
Yeah, she kept it. And then I remember I made her, even though like it was more like, because when you're young, you're kind of like, oh, I like this, so she'll like this. I painted all these like hearts and like hand magnets, but I painted them the Tommy Hilfiger like stripes, like the red, white, and blue stripes, because I really like Tommy Hilfiger. It was like, the 90s. Tommy Hilfiger was big. I was like, and she still has them on the fridge to this day.
Because it was made by you. Like my mom was always like, everything has to be made by you. Like I don't want you going out and buying anything. I don't want any of that. I wanted something that you made.
Yeah, and I still feel like stuff like that. Even to this day, I would rather make something. If I know I can make something dope, I'd rather do that. Even if it's just like making like an Easter basket type of situation where it's a bunch of stuff I know that individual will like. That's even cool to me. You know what I mean? Like for Tony, I remember when I made this room that I'm in now into like a movie theater. And that was like a gift to him. Our first Valentine's Day. I went over the top. But it was, yeah, like I like doing that. I like work. I like putting in the work. And then you keep it. It's sentimental.
Yeah, I know my mom still has, like, I went to a super hippie school. So, like, we had, like, underwater basket weaving, and we made, like, I don't know what it's called. I think it's called a loom. But, like, that old school, like, big old machine where you, like, hand make, like we did scarves. You could do a blanket. And I made her, like, a scarf and I think, like, a belt. And I know she still has that. But my mom, I know my mom gets like a bit on the hoarding side where she just keeps everything. So now I notice like with Keelan stuff, I'm like, okay, that's cute. And then I got to throw it out. I can't keep everything he makes. He makes like 18,000 things a day.
Wait, so you was doing this? Is that what you was doing? Underwater basket weaving? Is that what you said?
No, just our hands were submerged in water. Our hands in the basket. I wish we were deep sea diving and weaving baskets. Are you kidding me? That would be amazing.
There's so many people.
This was the ghetto version where we had a bucket of water and we submerged our hands with the basket. And I remember that art teacher, she had one really long arm hair. Like, I'm not joking. It was like this long. So she would come around to like assist you with something, and the hair would just like tickle your shoulder or your arm, and just be like, oh my God, how does one hair on your arm get that long?
I feel like that's a requirement for teachers, is to have one really weird thing about them.
Especially art teachers.
If you're like perfect and you're just completely normal, they'll be like, nah.
No. I remember in grade school, because I was in high school, but in grade school, my art teacher had a lot of armpit hair, and I don't remember it being like a big deal as we were so young, but I just remember it like being like every time she went like this, I was like, wow, that's a
You're
lot of hair.
you're like, wow. That's mad funny. Somebody asked if they said this goes for both of you. Do you think the guys will go back on tour before the year is up? I can't tell you anything. I don't know about tour. I don't think a tour is happening this year.
Yeah, because you think about when you're doing a tour, you want to sell out a certain amount, right? So like you usually have a lot of people, and especially, well, at least in LA, I know they're saying no concerts, no sporting events. But I'm thinking like, okay, what's the difference if I go to work in my building with 1,000 other people and we're all touching the same elevator, using the same bathrooms, going to the same cafeteria downstairs? What's the difference between that and a sporting event and a concert? So I don't know. I mean,
I
opening
definitely
things up this Friday is definitely progress, but
it is progress, but I don't think it'll be a tour. They'll be
no,
back on stage for sure, but I know
maybe smaller rooms.
yeah, yeah, definitely small rooms. I know Tony does like door deals, so it's only beneficial if a certain amount of tickets are sold. And I really feel like it'd be unfair to a lot of people who want to see him that might be out of work right now and might not have the money by then to buy tickets. You know what I mean? Just because people got to stack up right now. I think.
Yeah, and I mean with Keon doing a lot of cruise ships, that's not happening. So
Yeah.
I don't know, but I'm hoping that there's a way to go about this creatively that is still financially beneficial. Um, because yeah, it's gonna take some time.
It's definitely gonna take some time. But
And the selfish part of me is like, oh, I'm so glad he's home. I don't want him to leave, but my bank account says, get the out of here.
yeah, I love having Tony home. It's actually been a lot of fun. It's not bad. It's not like we don't get on each other's nerves. It's not like we feel like we're in each other's way. Um, it's just been super dope. We've been creative together and separately, and like been playing Call of Duty. It's just been fun, a dope bonding situation, and it lets us know like, hey, like we're a good fit. Because I know a
Yeah.
lot of people are dealing with that right now. A lot of people are realizing like, oh wait, maybe like because if you work all day and you only spend a handful of hours with your person, of course it's going to seem cool and it's going to seem whatever because you're able to adjust for those few hours. But when you have to be around them like 24 hours a day every single day, that's a completely different monster.
Yeah.
Completely. And that's when Jada Pinkett said, I don't even know Will at all. I'm like, shut up. Shut up. But I know there's people like that, but she's been with him for 20 something years. She literally said, I don't know Will Smith at all. Like, I didn't watch the episode, so I don't know what she meant
I
by
didn't
it.
watch the episodes too either. I did see that little snippet though. I mean, but like other things are in play that kind of make that more believable for me, like money,
Mm,
especially if you're working on movies and you're gone a lot. But also raising kids, like you're not you are getting to know each other, but the kids are there. I don't really know how to explain it, but it's like there's like this factor that kind of takes away from like your alone time. Like there's times when Keon and I are alone and then we really talk and we're like, oh, I didn't know that about you, or I didn't know this about you. But when you're busy raising children, you kind of forget about your relationship. At least that's what I've seen like in people's experiences. But
I don't know. I think
I
them
don't,
have been grown for the past forever.
yes.
Even when Willow was 9, she still seemed like a grown woman. Like as far as
Yeah.
like mental, like it seemed like she was able to just process things a little better than I was at 9. That's for sure.
No, yeah, for sure. And like Keanu and I have been together for I want to say 8 years. Like I couldn't say I don't know him.
Yeah, you can't say that, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Me and Tony've only been together for over 2 years, and I'm still like, oh, I know him. And he definitely even in the little things. He brought me a smoothie yesterday, and it was exactly the way I like it. And I was like, yes.
The caper.
You know, I was like, oh, you think you know me? He's like, I might know a little something.
What I wish Keon would do is learn how to cook my egg the way I like it, and he won't. He's just kind of like, I don't know how to do it. That's your thing.
Your audio got weird.
Oh, can you hear me now?
Yeah, it just sounds like you're.
It's something popped up on the screen. It says like some sort of message. Did you see that?
No.
It said something about like CPU.
Computer. I don't know, CPU. I don't know if Tony can make stuff the way that I make it. Like even the way he heats up his tortillas is different than me.
Like what?
It's just different. I can't even explain it. I feel like
what type of tortillas are you guys getting though? Like the kind that like kind of inflate a little bit?
No.
Or just the kinds that are already just ready to go, you just heat them up?
Ready to go. The heat up process is different, but it's good. It's still good. Like I like when he cooks. He made French toast the other day, and it was the boys came over. He was really nervous because the boys wanted his French toast, and they're so used to his French toast before veganism.
Yeah, I was just about to say, what are you substituting?
Well, he has vegan egg now. We have so much vegan egg. And then for the evaporated milk, there's vegan evaporated milk. There's vegan everything. So
yeah, that's true. That's true.
So he was nervous because he was like, oh, it's probably not going to be the same as it used to be. And he also hasn't made it in like years. And I was like, no, I got faith in you. Like, I think it'll be good. And it was really good. Even he was like, it's exactly the same. I'm like, yeah, man, gotta have faith in that vegan life. And even the boys liked it a lot. And I made them the same day. I made them vegan pasta Alfredo with garlic cheesy bread because I had a cooking class that I was doing, and that was the meal we were all making. I had so much left over that I was like, boys, eat this. Oh snap, my bad.
Yeah, like a couple weeks ago, I substituted milk for like coconut milk, and because like the canned coconut milk is like oily, it made the bread so moist, and I was like, oh yeah, I am. The hell was that?
Was that? Oh. Fire? Oh. It was very convenient that it was right there.
This is a carbon monoxide alarm. I don't know why it's going off.
Maybe carbon monoxide. Is midnight over there?
Seriously. No, it went off before where it was like a battery issue. So it'll still beep if it's a battery issue. That's why I took it out.
What is the creepiest apartment you lived in that you knew it was haunted? I lived in this place in Queens, and it was haunted by 3 different spirits, and I even have a video. Oh, they deleted my old YouTube page, so that video is gone. I'm so sad. But I had a video up on YouTube of how haunted my old apartment was. Like the doors would open on its own. None of the doorknobs in the entire apartment would stay on the doors. They would just like get loose. And just every door we had to open up with a knife. The bathroom, all the bedrooms.
Yeah.
It was so creepy because I was like, I'm fixing this doorknob. And literally it lasted 2 days before it just fell off. And I was just like, okay. It was just a really creepy.
So how did you know like it was haunted, and what did they want?
So I was renting a room from a family. The family had a family member die.
And they told you that?
Yeah, and they told me everything. And before that family member died, they got really into like like dark magic and stuff like that. And because they wanted to come back and like watch over their family and stuff. And the room I happened to be in happened to be the room that had the most activity because that's where he did the most stuff. And so, but he opened something that not only let him back in, because he came back, he came back like he wanted, but it was two other people. It was like a woman and and the other one had to be a demon because I remember one day I was in the shower and it was just me in the house, me and the dog was locked up in the kitchen because she was a puppy, she was a pit, she would do everything. And I remember I was in the shower and I would hear scratching on the door. So I thought it was the dog naturally. I was like, hey, like, you got out the, I was yelling at her through the door, like, you got out the kitchen, da-da-da. Whatever. So I was like, and I kept yelling, like, all right, I'm coming out, I'm coming out. So I got out the shower, dried up. And when I turned off the water, the scratching stopped. So I was like, oh, she probably can tell that I'm like about to come out. When I came out the bathroom, she was underneath the table, like underneath the dog, underneath the table, still locked up in the kitchen. And I was like, that wasn't you. And when I turned around, there was 3 scratch marks taller than me on the entire door. And I was like, I remember I popped open the gate that locked her into the kitchen and she ran to my room. We both ran into the room and just waited. We're like, all right, let's just wait for people to come home. Thank you, Fun Size.
That scared the crap out of me.
It was so terrifying. There was so many things that like happened. I remember one time I heard a woman's voice say, hey, and it wasn't just me that heard it. Like there was somebody else in the room with me and they were like, I remember I froze when I heard it and they were like, did you hear that? I was like, you heard that? They're like, yeah, someone said, hey. I was like, we had like the crazy, it was a lot that happened and I don't even want to, it was a lot that happened.
I'm wondering if the dude like left some sort of like door open, which like allowed for them to come with him. I'm like, I'm like, did he die? Was he dying and so he got into that? Or I need to know more about this dude.
He was dying of cancer.
Oh,
so like he knew, and then the doorway that he opened, and there's more to the story, but I don't want to really get into it right now. But he used the closet in my room to do that, and so there would be some nights where we would sound like someone's in the closet, and I would be in bed, and the room was huge. Like I was like, yo, this room is really big. The room was huge, but the closet was near the door to get out of the room. So like either way, I'd have to go near it. But sometimes it would sound like somebody's in there knocking, banging. In the video and the footage that I caught, nobody was at home and I was at work and I just left the camera, like the computer recording for 10 hours. And you would hear somebody knocking in the closet. I remember I got crazy chills going through that footage. I didn't even go through all 10 hours. The first like 2.5 hours I went through, we caught so much stuff that I was just like, I'm out.
I have chills right now.
I was like, I gotta go. This is too much. And then there's something about me that like spirits are like, oh, you seem cool. Let's make ourselves known when it comes to you.
Oh, you probably have the ability to like connect with them.
Yeah.
That's what my sister texted us like at like 11 something at night. Mind you, she's in New York, so that was super late. She was asleep and she like texted our little group chat with my mom and my sisters and she was like, yo, she's like, I gotta tell you guys this. I just woke up. She was like, but I got a message. And my grandpa's like 96 or 97, but he's like in great health, like all over the place, climbing trees, whatever, hiking, swimming. And she was like, I gotta tell you this. I just gotta get it out. She was like, but grandpa's soul is searching. And so like his body hasn't accepted it, but his soul is searching. And so we need to like something with like all this other stuff. But I was like, and of course I was the only person that was awake. And I was like, okay, just tell me what I need to do. And then she was like, okay, I gotta go to bed. And I was like, oh my God, like it just gave me chills.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's definitely, I remember when I had a dream about my grandmother, my dad's mom, and I had a dream that I was in the Dominican Republic with her, and I was putting her to sleep because before she left New York to DR, she had Alzheimer's and dementia and stuff. So you literally had to take care of her. So I would take care of her, and in my dream, I'm taking care of her. I'm tucking her into bed, and she's smiling at me, and um, and I kiss her on like the cheek, and we tell each other we love each other. This is all the dream. And when I go to walk out the room, I look back, and she's like this in bed, like just all cute. My grandma was adorable. She was like 4 feet tall. And when I turned off the light in my dream, the light in my actual room turned on, and my dad walked in to wake me up. And I hear him, and he's like, Sabrina. And I was like, did grandma die? And he was like, so how'd you know? And then he just started crying hysterically. And I was like, oh, she just came to me in my dream. And he lost it. I was like, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm so sorry, I'm sorry. Like I didn't know what to do because I felt so bad. I was young. I was like 15. So I didn't know. I was just like, it's true. She came to me in my dream. I don't know what to say. Like I don't know what to do.
That's
And
so crazy.
yeah, it was really weird. I remember that dream so vividly, and it felt so insane. So when that happened, I was like, ooh.
Yeah, and my grandma always comes to my sister in dreams. Although she did come to my mom before, and she told her that like she's at all the weddings, and like we never had like a legit wedding. Like we just got married, um, whatever, and did the paperwork, but we didn't have like an actual thing. So my mom was always like, "You gotta have a wedding because she's gonna be there," and I was like, "That's crazy. I gotta do it."
Leave a table? Like, do you do you leave a placement for her? Is it like an empty chair? What do you think
A
she's gonna?
little plaque.
Right, like don't sit there.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's my grandmother.
Yeah, we call her Dot.
Oh,
So
God,
Dot's gonna have to sit there.
I love that.
That's hilarious. I definitely need to put a spot for her.
My uncle died not too long ago, like months. I don't even think it's been a year yet. It might have been a year. But when he passed, it was such a heavy ass presence in our room, and I would get so mad. I'm like, look, get the fuck out of my room. Like
Yeah,
I would
that's what you're supposed to do.
him, I'd be like, look, me and my man is trying to get it in, and knowing you're in here does not feel good. And I would tell Tony all the time, I'm like, man, my uncle in this room. He's like, yeah. And like weird things would happen, noises, the door. I'm like, sir, get out.
Yeah, you're supposed to turn to them and be like, "What do you want? Like, you need to leave."
No, I was like, I didn't want to ask what he wanted. I was like, we was cool, but we wasn't that cool. Don't do that. No, we can't. We're not doing this.
That's creepy.
Too much. It was way too.
Who else is watching you get it on?
Oh man, I feel like it's definitely happened. It's definitely been some ghosts. I'm like, not from me. You get that from me. Ghost popcorn. Like, yep, that right there, that move right there runs in the family. Passed down through Oh, the flippity. Okay.
That's the spot right there.
Somebody said, "Do you think R&B is dead? It seems like this generation only concerned about hip hop enough." Let me tell you about this generation. There's a lot of talented individuals, but there's also really a lot of trash out there. But there's a lot of talent out there.
Yeah, but it's always been like that. Like, I feel like there's always this thing like, oh, something's dead or something's lost or like kids don't know music anymore. And it's like, no, there's still a lot of great stuff out there and there's still a lot of trash just in every generation. And I think as we get older, we get more kind of like, ew, what is this new stuff that's coming out? But, same with our generation. Our parents did that and their parents did that to them, that it's like, ew, what is this trash you're listening to? But there's
Mhm.
still a lot of great stuff out there.
Yeah, there is. Yeah, I definitely don't think R&B is dead at all. I think
No, there's just this nostalgia about the past where it was like this perfect place, and it's like, no, it wasn't. There was trash too.
I also think R&B has changed its its form. I think R&B comes in so many different packages now. Um, and sounds and stuff like that that I feel like a lot of people dismiss what R&B is today because they're so busy comparing it to like the 90s.
Yeah.
And stuff. There's so many. There's still a lot of good music out there. So long answer short, nah. I answered the poll questions that Keon had up, and the only one I got right that I didn't even think about, I didn't even have to think about it, was who is my favorite R&B group of all time? I'm like 112. Because he talks about it all the time. He loves 112.
Loves 112. Just told me about how they broke up again. I was like, I didn't even know they were back together. He's like, yeah, they got back together to do an album and they broke up again. I'm like, who's even breaking up now? What's even the point?
Right. What's even the point of getting back together to break up?
Well, they got back together to do an album. And then right after that broke up. But it's like you think about these people and they probably grew up with each other, spent most of their lives with each other. There's probably so many unresolved issues that they never really faced, or people's bad habits that just keep coming up. And so, they're at the point where it's like, I don't need you anymore. Like, bye.
That's facts. Oh wait, back to the R&B. Summer Walker is super dope. I know a lot of people dismiss
I
her,
like her.
or whatever. I'm here for Summer Walker, and I appreciate that she was so verbal and about her social anxiety, because I too tend to have bouts of social anxiety where I freak out in a crowd and like a lot of people. So I can't even imagine it being a constant. Like I have to have the option to leave that, to walk away for a little bit.
Yeah. You need an invisible cloak.
Yeah, I can't imagine being her with so many eyes. Like I think I'll be able to adapt, but I'll be screaming on the inside. I'll definitely be like, oh my God, I just want to do what I love. Why? And a lot of people are like, oh, she signed up for this. Like she signed up to do what she loves.
Yeah.
Like it shouldn't have to be an invasion of privacy and full on judgment like this. All that.
I think that might be the difference between like someone with talent and a reality star. Sometimes, with reality, you signed up literally to do that, but it doesn't mean that like people shouldn't respect you. I mean, right. But when you have like a legit talent and you're doing what you're passionate about, like all that other stuff comes. You didn't necessarily ask for that.
Yeah. Somebody asked if Billie Eilish is good or overrated. She's good. She's cool. She got some songs that I actually enjoy, but I haven't really listened to enough for her to talk too much. But from what I heard, I get it. I get why she wins so many awards. That's all I can say. I understand. Like, okay. But that's about it. I don't know.
I don't know anything about her.
Oh, you never heard any of her stuff?
I've heard of her name, but that's about as far as I've gone.
Yeah, she got some decent stuff. All right. Somebody said only Billy we acknowledge is Gene. That's funny. Shout out to Michael Jackson.
What'd they say?
Only Billy we acknowledge is Gene.
Oh.
So wait, explain the ensemble that you got going on.
This is my wig from when I was Rick James, or what was it? It was the 80s. Yeah, it was the 80s party that we had, and I was Rick James. I didn't have enough time to like braid and bead the bangs. I wish I had, but I'm kind of glad I didn't. But I went when I had to go to work. I had it in my drawer, so I was like, "Ooh, I gotta bring this home."
It's cute
because she got all them wigs. I gotta catch up.
Oh man, my wig collection. Well, ever since I got these extensions, I kind of just chilled out on buying things because I'm like, I can just clip this in.
Yeah, I love the clip-ons.
Yeah, I love a good clip-on because it's my actual scalp. Because I'm not good at making it look like my actual scalp too much. Like it'll look like with my wigs, I'll kind of make it look good, but I'm too self-conscious about it. So I'll just either throw on a hat over it, or I don't know.
Yeah, there's something that it's like it almost feels like too fake.
Mm-hmm.
That you feel like people are looking at you crazy.
Yeah, I don't.
I just wish that clip-ons could get better with like the curly hair.
Right. This is
I feel like real curly. They
yeah.
have the good beach wave.
This is the curliest I've ever found.
Yeah.
So I had to made my own curls just to blend it in with this.
Mhm.
Yeah, I know what you mean. You want the
Yeah, like I just want to add some volume to my own curls.
right. I think you just need to take and just kind of do it yourself. Give your clip-ons a perm, pretty much.
Done.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Next 5 minutes of us.
It gives me a little whiplash.
And my neck hurt.
I know. Could you imagine like performing and doing that kind of stuff like Tina Turner?
Oh, I am not. Tina is a queen.
Queen.
She is a queen. I'm choking. Oh my god, I'm dying. What are you making for dinner today? Or what is he making for dinner today?
Well, it's Taco Tuesday, but I'm actually gonna head over to Janelle's Holistic Homie page, and I'm gonna make the walnut tacos.
Okay.
I'm meaning to do that, and I had a bag of walnuts just sitting there in my refrigerator. So we're gonna make strawberry. She's doing strawberry, rosemary margaritas, and walnut tacos.
Okay, I see you.
And then Keon is also making chicken tacos. So
he's not dealing with no walnut tacos.
I mean, he's gonna try them, but he definitely was like, ew.
I used to make. I remember one time I was raw vegan for a little bit, and I made walnut tacos for my mom. This was like 10 years ago. No, probably like 8 years ago. And ever since then, she's always asking for them. She's like, every time I go visit her, she's like, "Can you make those tacos?"
Yeah, and that's what I've heard. Like I remember I was doing my master's program, and this girl in class was talking about walnut tacos, and I was like, oh, I never even thought about that. And she wasn't vegan, wasn't vegetarian, but she was like, they were so good, and I was like, all right, let's. In my opinion, it's all in the seasoning. Meat has no flavor. It doesn't come with any flavor. There's no reason why, it would taste good just out the package. You got to season. So why can't you do something else with a similar texture? Throw some seasoning on it.
Right. And really, sometimes I would just cheat and use taco seasoning and blend it in with the walnut with some sun-dried tomatoes. And that's it. 3 ingredients. Sun-dried tomato, well, 4, because a little bit of water. Sun-dried tomatoes, walnut, and taco seasoning. Boom. Blend it up.
Okay.
Boom.
So she put the ingredients out and said taco seasoning, which I don't have, but I looked up what makes taco seasoning, and so I just made my own.
Yeah.
So, about to get authentico up in here.
All right. Well, that's all I have because I really want to start cooking. I've been making lemon pepper roasted potatoes lately. Oh, so good. You just
sounds really good.
Put lemon pepper on red potatoes, like the mini red potatoes. Roast them in the oven.
When's the second cookbook coming out?
I need to work on that. A lot of people are asking. Also, I need to take pictures for the second one and make it like a legit cookbook. But the thing is that I don't measure.
Yeah, you guys are annoying. Maybe you could go through the recipes and just be like, okay, take an empty container, right? And as if you were just going to season something, like say something's cooking, right? And you just, okay, instead of throwing it in the pot, I'm going to throw it in a container. This is maybe how many jerks I do, right? And then, and then put that in something and try to get some sort of measurement out of it.
I did it for the first one. I can do it again.
Yeah, you got this. You're an expert.
Is Tony done doing
now?
For the Instagram. Tony is not done doing voiceovers, but he won't be posting them on his Instagram page like he once was. He prefers personal videos. Please stop sending viral videos because viral videos is what's getting him in trouble. If you do want to see voiceovers from Tony, go to his Twitter. If you don't have a Twitter, I don't know what to tell you. Maybe you can still look at it, but please, if you're gonna send videos for Tony, because a lot of people send me videos because I actually check my DMs. Make sure they're not viral and make sure they're yours or your friends or your cousins, but they actually belong to them unless you want Tony's page to get deleted. If you want Tony's page to get deleted, bring on the BS if you want. But please stop sending viral videos. I know they're funny. I know they'll do good. We know, but we can't risk having his page deleted, unfortunately. But yeah, that's what's going on with Tony and his voiceover. They really tried it. They really tried to delete his shit.
Do they give you warnings?
Mm-hmm. They said that his page might be deleted. Literally. It was like too many violations. Your page is fake deletion.
Oh my God, the alarms.
Yeah, I'm not here with the bullshit. But yes, please, if you have personal videos and you can confirm that it is yours, you can send it to me. And you give us full permission to use it, send it. Other than that, you know what I'm saying? Illuminati with the ish. Okay, ears. All right, earrings. Okay, jawline. Your jawline be pissing me the fuck off.
Why? I hate it. I feel like it makes me look like a tranny.
No, it's so not. Maybe that's what I'm going for. No, it looks so good. Like you have one of those like good, like any angle looks good. I actually was on your.
No.
No, bitch, listen. I gotta cuss you out because I was on your page looking for a picture for the flyer, and there's this video of you with Keelan at a zoo, and it's like the side profile. I'm like, she's so fucking pretty for what?
Video at a zoo?
I'm gonna send it to you. I was like, why does she look?
I mean, thank you though. You're so sweet, but I feel like I only post any post. I only post anything that I look decent in. There's some really bad pictures of me out there where you're just like, what is that?
I'm gonna send it to you. This angle would not look good for me at all, but this angle on you, I was like, okay, she's cute. Whatever.
She cute.
But I also think, like, I don't know.
You're so sweet.
I'm not a fan of my face. Okay, I'm out of here before this gets really self-deprecating.
Right? That's what.
I appreciate everybody who pulled up on the YouTube. Yes, like I said, send me the videos, especially if they're personal. Yes, if you have a funny cat, especially cats and cat and dog. Cordell and Rudy are doing really well. And Tony is still Tony, and I still love him, and we're still going strong. How about you?
Let love win. Fantastic. I'm loving this.
It's
I
great.
want it to end, but I don't want it to end. I just want to
Right.
keep it apart.
Right. If we can do everything we've been doing, but like this more often, if we could take quarantine weeks every other week or something like that, yeah. I'm okay with that. I'd be okay with that. But all right, y'all. Appreciate y'all.